Good evening, YouTube man on Ray George page. Come to you live on YouTube. Well, this is I'm dedicated to my brother's Weef the Watcher, Executive 23, my sister Miss Fishiana, and also to the master himself, El Coche, who are wrestling fans. And every so often, if something interests me in wrestling, I'll talk about it. But generally, I don't talk about it too much. So we watch wrestling like I used to. Like the last few years, WWE is falling off. I'm not a big fan of AEW, and most of the time I've watched wrestling is mostly on mostly independent stuff on YouTube. But this is something that needs to be talked about. And it's a big event. As you know, this weekend was WrestleMania 37, and WrestleMania has always been one of the biggest events in sports entertainment. Going back to the classics like Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior and the the infamous Montreal screwover of Bret Hart. Was it Montreal or was it Calgary? It's one of those. And then the Undertaker's streak of 21 wins, and just some great times. Anyway, this year WrestleMania was done in Tampa Bay, Florida. As you know, Florida is more willing to have crowds, and that's still people taking chances. I mean, I understand the virus, you getting your vaccination, but the virus is still out there. You need to be safe. Now, I think we don't need a lot of crowds, but people just want so fast to go back to what they consider normal. So the big event of that is, to me, is history, wrestling history. We had two black women fighting for a title. We had Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, and they were fighting for the SmackDown Women's title. And, everybody knows Bianca. I mean, it's all about Sasha Banks. She's been around for a long time. She's been a champion several times over. Been women's champion, has been a tag team champion. She has made some history herself, being the first black woman to be WWE champion for the women's championship. But that's pretty good. And here is Bianca Belair. I don't much know about her. I know she was in NXT originally, but they just, I think it was this year she just got promoted from NXT to SmackDown, and she has a look to her, pretty different. There's not that many black women in WWE other than Naomi. There was Alicia Fox, a few others, but this is something exciting, and it's exciting to see two black women being making history, fighting for a title in WWE, and WWE does not WWF, if I remember growing up, didn't really have a great history. It comes down to black people, other than maybe The Rock, a big push, and and this is these two women. This is a strong rivalry. There was a bit of some back and forth. I think there's a video where I saw somebody showed me. I saw on Instagram where Blair slaps Sasha Banks to the ground, and this was I think a major event. I mean, but you know what? I know certain people out there may not like the idea of two black women, getting attention like they do. Is you might I remember long ago we talked about how when Angela Hill became the first black woman in the mixed martial arts in UFC, the headline and UFC event, and people were so against it. They were so, but they did support Michelle Waterson, who was because she was Asian and she was a mother or whatever else. But but not here there. But this is an interesting rivalry, and this is a big main event for not just for women in wrestling, but also black women in wrestling. Other than like people like Jazz and Miss Jacqueline, and just a handful of black women who have made strides in the sport. And this is something I think this is something we would love to see. But this is a big event. I mean, especially WrestleMania, and especially finally the wrestle for the people. As you know, WWE for the past few months had set up where it had like screens. They can afford to do it. But this is was a major event, and I think it was a back and forth battle. As you see here, Sasha grabbing Bianca's hair. That's a thing. Her hair. She like to whip her hair around. And she had her in I think one of her submission moves. But this chick Bianca is strong. Sasha, like I say, she's a small girl, but this is, you know, she got a like practically like a gorilla person, like classic Ultimate Warrior. And Sasha lost her title, and now you have a SmackDown new women's champion that is Bianca Belair, and congratulations to her. And this is something, it's just like, it's not really, it's just switching from one black woman to another. Sasha Banks is more, as some people might say, more comfortable for the majority, But, I think with someone like Bianca Blair, she's more something closer to what black people would, she's more, I think, what they might consider more hoodish, but it's just a different form of a black woman. It's just, just trading one title to another. And like I said, this was probably a big event for her, major event for her. Just coming from NXT, I don't know how long she's been with WWE, and then winning a major title like the Women's SmackDown Championship. And she's like I said, I was looking at some of her social media. So she's an attractive chick. She got a nice body, not too bad about her. And then also, she's a mother and a wife. So that makes it really special. To be both to have a family and to be successful. And I think that's her daughter right there. And she's really representing. This is just a beautiful classic black family. And her husband also is a professional wrestler himself. But this is a beautiful thing. But like I said, I'd like to really say congratulations to Bianca Blair. This is a great opportunity for her. To be such a big star. And I think a lot of black people feel like this is someone they're more comfortable with. This is somebody that looks more familiar to them compared to like somebody like Sasha Banks. Like people like Naomi, they don't get a big push. They should. And there've been many other great female black wrestlers that have gone like Jazz and Miss Jacqueline and some others that really have got the day to sunlight, but never really got as big as the push they should have. But like I said, let's hope that she holds the title for a good while. Let's not hope like something happened like what happened to Kofi Kingston. He won the WWE title, and then no more than I think 2 weeks he loses to Brock Lesnar. That's just some BS. But we all know what WWE is about. But like I said, with things going on of society, and I think with more of a push for black women, and remember what Malcolm X says: the black woman is the most disrespected individual in America. And I think this is a black woman that really represents what our black girl magic can accomplish. So like I say good luck to the new champion and best wishes. You should be on my Raise Yours page. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.